All right, welcome back to the semifinal day of the MF Alumni FFL Draft Pick Choice Tournament. We just saw the finale of the Fivals semifinals with Colin's team beating Jacob's team 16-7 and advancing Colin to the Fivals finals. Doesn't really roll off the tongue very well. Back to the main tournament, though. We are now getting to the main event, if you will, with Adam versus Joe S.'s team. And then followed by Preston versus Andy's team. But right now, Adam versus Joe S.'s team, let's take a look at the rosters. Or I guess we can talk about how we got here. So Adam got here by way of beating Joe C., who is now in the Ninals finals, and beating Wego, who is now in the Fivals finals. So he's beaten two competent teams, evidently, by 7 or less points apiece. So coming in with narrow victories. Anyway, Joe S. came here by way of beating Crayon, who is now in the Seminals, so lost in our last game, or one of our last two games, by 10 points to Joe in the quarterfinal round. So taking a look at the rosters, we've got a quarterback showdown of two young mobile quarterbacks between Dak Prescott and Deshaun Watson. Offensive line speaking, that has to go to the edge to Adam's team with the Vikings, with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys line. That is a very strong offensive line. The Texans line is kind of mediocre, if I recall. Running back wise, we have strong on both sides, but in different ways. So Adam has a strong trio of Melvin Gordon doing the regular work, James White doing the receiving work, and Derrick Henry doing the power work. And Joe is going with a full bell cow move on Alvin Kamara, with him doing the regular work, the receiving work, and the power work. Overall comparisons, slight edge to Joe, honestly, but you have to imagine fatigue might play a role there. And he also has David Johnson, who is only being utilized in the kick return game, as long as there's no fatigue. So strong backup if fatigue hits, but otherwise stronger overall performance from Kamara, or overall projection. We don't want to say performance till it happens. Wide receiver wise, strong edge to Adam's Vikings here. He's got Antonio Brown, Brandon Cooks. I saw the plural and just kind of moved it to Brown. Antonio Brown, Brandon Cooks, and Tyler Lockett as his three receivers, with Brown manning the slot in slot situations. Those three being 99, 88, and 87 overall, respectively. That's the word. And then Joe, as we've talked about before, being ravaged by, off-the-field issues with Kareem Hunt and Josh Gordon. His wide receivers that are available for this tournament, his top three are Sammy Watkins, who will also man the slot, Mike Williams, and Cortland Sutton with 84, 81, and 76 overall, respectively. And then I think also this is suffering from the same thing Crayon's team is, where the other person who's tied with him overall is actually the one that's higher on the depth chart. I think Cordarrelle Patterson gets a little more play time than Cortland Sutton, also at 76 overall. So we'll see. I auto-sorted all of these after I ran up this spreadsheet and then took the screenshots. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Tight end wise, I would say strong advantage to Adam's team with having Travis Kelce, which as the primary, that is definitely a strong advantage, but he has no depth beyond that. Joe, like we've said before, is the only team with 3 rostered tight ends. So he has Greg Olsen, OJ Howard, and Ian Thomas, which he has provided a rationale for before, and it made perfect sense. He took Greg Olsen for the Madden rating, he took Howard for the keeper value, and he took Ian Thomas for someone to play in Week 16. So it all made sense. But here we are with him in 3 rostered tight ends. So if he ends up in a lot of 3 tight end sets, he will be very, very strong. Kicker-wise, I usually say they don't matter, but I'm a biased person at heart. So Cody Parkey on Adam's team with the 74 overall can go screw. And Matt Bryant, 85 overall on Joe's Ravens, is a significant gap. So I guess really it only comes down to long field goals, if Parkey can make them or not. Defensively speaking, they're both pretty competent defenses. The Vikings have a bit of a step up with 87 overall versus 83 overall across the whole defense. If I'm being honest, I think they are pretty comparable secondaries. So I think in that sense of who you can expect more interceptions out of is pretty fair game. So that's really it there. Let's get into the game. Chia. Dinner time.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles kickoff moments away.
Oh yeah, I
Quickly,
usually give predictions. Shit, this one's real close. I think I'll give it to Adam's team off their wide receivers. Their defenses are comparable. Everything else is comparable. I think, yeah, if I got to pick one, I'll take Adam. Which is the Vikings, if anyone's not following along at home.
Set to rock and roll, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Tyler Lockett now with a return.
But I do think it should be a close game, and it'll probably come down to the turnover battle.
At the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
Yo.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Oh, shit. You okay?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Okay, cool. Another metal water bottle?
Uh-huh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty,
Who'd they give it to?
They can't wait to get
The
out
run
people.
White up the middle twice in a row.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, dude. Like, the fucking... I feel like the receiving back... Because it's all formation-based, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, that looked like an I formation. So why the fuck is that not Henry or Gordon?
3rd and 7.
I don't know, man.
Couldn't tell you.
And why are they running it on 2nd and 11?
Also, couldn't tell you. What? Well, that was meant for White, but he just missed him. It wouldn't have been a first down, but he still missed it.
Trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe
Not a
that he
good
creates
start.
mismatches they can exploit.
No, sir, but it's a long, short game.
So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away.
It's like goddamn DeFilippo guy.
This is taken at the 18. That'll be
Gotta
put
get
in
your
the
Kevin
books as a
Stefanski on.
53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Had a chance to meet him while he was still at Clemson at a summer camp, partner. And this is one of the best kids you're going to meet out there. And he doesn't say a whole lot, but it's fun to watch how people respond to him. When he was a camp counselor, the kids just flocked around him like the Pied Piper, just as his teammates did while he was at Clemson.
I think that's Julius Thomas. I think that's the third running back.
A first carry now.
Wait, no,
This is
it's Ian
Alvin
Thomas. I'm
Kamara.
an idiot.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard
We literally
gain.
just talked about this.
And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think?
He's
of
like
the
80
O-line,
as his
Charles?
number, but
I love
OJ
him
Howard needed
because
that,
this is a
so I had
group
to put him on
that's so
something else.
cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
I don't think I missed anything, right? Right?
They go
Okay,
play
right.
action here on
Slanging.
first down.
Oh, God, catch that ball.
Able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive instead.
Oh, my
second
God.
down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this
That's
season.
how I know how much
This
the
is a
delay from my
terrific
dropped frames
unit.
is.
They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
I'm gonna restart the stream. Maybe that'll.
That would probably help, yeah. Because I'm
Make it
stable again.
closer.
I am stable again, brother.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas.
All right, that's Ian Thomas, and that's going to be holding.
He's got this to
This
the
is all gonna be
30
moot.
being taken down.
Woo!
Holding offense.
Absolutely.
That's one they hate.
Still
Ball's
second
got to
down.
come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
My dude Ian Thomas getting disrespected like that.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. This one left side caught by
Oh, that's a
Patterson.
breakaway run. Oh, that spin move. He's gone. He's gone. Oh, he could have gotten that stiff arm.
How is he so open?
Listen, Cordarrelle Patterson is a slippery boy.
72 yards.
Actually, I don't have a good answer. He's not that good at football.
A nice job there, Charles.
Yeah,
They
good.
picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Toward the center of
That
the
dude was
field,
3
but
yards
it's
out of the end zone.
incomplete. He was trying to find
Dude,
O.J.
way out.
Howard, and it's second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
The short field shrinks
One
even
AFK
more
and
with the type
apparently
of
Alvin
bodies they
Kamara
brought
tripped
in on
over a
that
guy.
play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks.
Seems good.
And that one ended up going backwards.
I'm actually very interested to see what Joe can do with his team this year. So he's actually like finally sold for the future appropriately after doing it 2 years in a row. He finally actually picked up a piece that mattered.
Back at the 8 now. Third and goal.
So I'm curious to see what he can do with it when we still think that, like, consensus-wise, Preston has the best keepers.
Off of play action, it's
I mean, Joe's
Watson.
pretty good too.
They're good. They are good. So oh, get in there, Deshaun. Let's go.
Ravens.
Tutty.
What the hell were those guys doing?
They're fucking around. Classic Madden.
Defense caught a
There
little
were like 2
nice
linebacker
space.
spies.
Off and got
And they're like, nah, we're going to let them get the edge.
If you're analyzing it from that
They're just
side
looking to
of the
stop
line,
passes and not stop
running
runs.
back, fullback. Takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Four white shirts all right there.
Just fucking around, man. He even slid in. Safe.
Damn.
Now Matt Bryant on for the point after.
Look at this guy with a real kicker.
Bryant tacks on the extra
I always get
point.
so excited about real
Makes the
kickers
score
after
7-0.
after watching Jacob's team.
So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
It was just like too poetic that he fucking missed a kick in the first quarter against my team, and then I went on to win in double overtime. Just by way of not rostering a kicker. You roster any NFL kicker, and he'll be good enough to make that kick.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb move.
Like, I kind of wanted it to be a lesson, but I didn't expect it to be, and then it turned out to be a lesson.
Good thing Jacob had that one extra whatever he had instead of the kicker.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that was. Extra wide receiver of non-consequence,
Now here's
maybe?
Bryant to kick it away.
Probably.
Did he have two defenses, too? No, he only had the Packers, because he almost had no defense, which I would have gone off on. I would have been like, Jacob, what team would you like to represent you? And then just filled with 70 or lower overall players.
Offense gets set to take over here.
Would have made my day.
Than they did their last possession when they punted.
Would have been funny.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
But
If you do
instead,
that,
here he is with
you start to
legitimate
win first
team, just
down.
no
You win
kicker.
second down.
Unbelievable.
And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Still going strong at age 33 in this secondary is Eric Weddle. 6 interceptions, tied for third in the NFL in 2017, but that's just a small part of what he does. Plays the run very well, has great intelligence in the secondary, make sure everyone's organized and in the right spots, and has the instincts to break a play when necessary and create a bigger one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
God damn it.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays.
All right, what I missed? Apparently Baltimore has the ball very far back. Was there a punt?
Yeah, we went 3 and out again.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Dak Prescott missing wide open people.
I was like, unless he threw a deep-ass interception. Second quarter.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. The first
yeah, this will be interesting because it's like 2 young mobile quarterbacks that I think both are very competent. But Madden doesn't seem to agree at the moment. So this will be interesting.
NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're facing a tough spot. 3rd and 8 here to start things out. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first.
All right, I think I'm good to actually sit here for a bit. Seems like I haven't missed a ton either. Maybe a big play or 2.
Now a handoff. Here's
could be some dink and dunk shit. That's probably a good use of your time.
What is this?
I mean, Joe just wants to make sure that you and him both have a good time.
Not a good time that Dak Prescott is like 0 for 4.
Yeah, that's not a good time. Well, maybe your defense will give him another opportunity. Or just take matters into their own hands.
Keep dropping interceptions.
Deshaun's only 2 for 5 with 100 yards. Yeah, Cordero will put up like, what, 72 on that one play?
Yeah.
Jesus.
being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All I'm saying is the window is open.
On second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that
Just
play
dial
will
up
get
Harrison
nowhere.
Smith. He got you to
Losing
this
yardage
point.
back near
There you
midfield
go.
at the 49. And a loss of
Or that,
3
which
to
will,
bring
you know,
up
give you a
4th.
punt.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see
Who started with ball?
Gotta find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
I did.
You did. Okay. So you kind of want to score
So
here
on
if you
4th
can.
down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Back deep and
Yeah,
dangerous.
it's a
Tyler
reasonable
Lockett.
drive length. Ooh, on the 9. Good punt, Mr. Coke.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field.
And I maintain if anyone wants to question my biases are always with whoever's in Discord.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're
Cut
playing
out,
to make
but
sure
I
the
think
punter
you
doesn't
guys
see the
score.
field.
Whoever's in
Again, so
Discord.
picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or
But
6 first
Whoever's
downs
in
to make
Discord?
sure you move the ball
You,
in their
you're in
territory.
Discord. You're my bias.
Yeah, you kept cutting out, so I couldn't even hear what you
Still?
said.
Jesus.
You said my biases, and then there's 15 seconds of silence. And then you
Oh
said,
my god. I
in
said,
Discord.
okay, I said if anyone wants to question my biases, I've been consistent in the sense that my bias is with whoever is in Discord.
That's pretty
But
much meat and potatoes right
you were
there.
cheering pretty hard
Just
when
go right
Joe's
at
getting
him
yards.
and let your big horse
I mean, I also cheer for good offense,
Not too
but
fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at
overall,
all challenging that defense
I'm going to
on that
bias
go
toward
around.
you because
The
Joe's not
offense
in
won the
Discord.
challenge.
Yeah, good fuck, Joe.
But also, if there's a big play, I'm going to be hyped.
Yeah, cool.
Unless it's against me, in which case, fuck that.
Okay.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He
Oh,
couldn't
go,
quite
don't run
hold
to
it.
that
Oh
guy.
my
Why
god.
did you just run?
What the fuck was that?
Didn't have a receiver
Over
open
3.
downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find
Dak,
his
I'm
outlet
going to need a
because
bit
the
more out of you.
defense was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Take all 3 of the attempts and then the running back too.
2nd and 10. Caught
Yo,
Kelsey
Dak
right
time.
side.
Oh my god, that's like 6 broken tackles.
Oh, Travis fucking Kelsey.
Across the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Yo, he sent 24 to the Shadow Realm.
Yo, I have fucking Antonio Brown on my team and he has 0 targets. Fuck's going on, Dan?
How's it feel to be Gibby?
Yeah, I guess.
Shit.
This offense
Gibby's got a more
finding its
competent
legs now.
quarterback.
Here's another
Yeah,
first
that's
and
true.
10.
And yet still. So what hope can you have?
First down, Prescott. And a dump off to Wyatt.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Check down, 1 yard to James White.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position
Jesus
continues
Christ,
to
this is
evolve.
awful.
They become just as
4
critical to the
targets.
passing
I'm
attack.
gonna need to see a
as lot
little
of
more
receivers, tight
progressive of an
ends,
offense.
because their ability to make
This
people
team's
miss
got
in the
fucking
open
Antonio
field
Brown,
can
Brandon
really
Cooks, and
generate
Tyler
big
Lockett.
plays for an offense.
That's the whole reason I gave your team the edge. If you're not gonna use them,
And Travis Kelsey.
yeah, and Travis Kelsey. If you're not gonna use those guys, then I can just give the edge back to Sidries.
Man, we have a kind of good measure.
I mean, I was running a background game when I was doing shit earlier, and Kelvin Benjamin caught a touchdown.
The completion on
He's a
first
big boy.
didn't get much, and
He's a
now
big
they're on
lad.
second
I had to
down
look
goal
up. I was like,
line.
who the fuck is number 13?
You've already looked ahead and anticipated
Sure, in Madden
this
he
type
didn't
of
get fat,
situation.
so.
Already down on his play sheet.
I mean, in Madden, if you increase the weight, it just increases muscle mass, so,
Nice.
yeah.
Prescott now from the 50. And it's complete.
Oh,
to
look at that.
Kelsey.
Oh,
And he's got the first down yardage.
Mr. Security Blanket.
At the 42.
fuck wide receivers, right?
They
Don't
just
need 'em.
keep marching right along.
I mean,
First
at
down
least
on the
if your
pickup
team
of
is going to
8 there.
employ the throw to the tight end all the time offense, you have Travis Kelce, not Eric Ebron.
Tight ends know that they become a
good
big
point.
part
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
passing
yeah.
game because they should
So
be
you can
an
keep
easy
moving the
outlet
chains.
when all those
He'll
extra
hold the
bodies
ball.
are trying to get to the quarterback.
True.
A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down about the 35 here.
Hey, it's
7 yards
the
on
James White
pickup
show.
there, and it'll leave him with a second
Honestly, I don't know
and
why he's getting them his touches.
Melvin Gordon who?
Right there on first down.
Melvin Gordon, Derrick Henry, Devonta Freeman.
Don't need,
What the fuck?
there's actually,
Imposing its will.
as long as there are no injuries, there's no use case where your team uses Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can fiddle with the depth chart if you want, but here we are.
2 minutes remain
I
here
mean,
in the first
depth chart
half.
doesn't seem to,
We're back to Baltimore after this.
I don't know, correlate with the on-field
I
decision
mean,
making of
it's
the AI.
it's
so.
literally the reason James White's on the field is because it's being called in a formation that they consider to be a receiving running back formation.
Halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us
So it
from
seems like that's
Orlando
all.
with our halftime report, but business to take care of
I mean,
before we get
confirmation
there.
bias,
A
but yeah.
2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A second down throw for Prescott. This is White on the screen. And it's
With the screen, but then they didn't block the fucking guy.
A screen
Oh,
to
yeah.
James White.
They'll wind up losing 3.
Literally 3 linemen out there.
Down.
Only 1 linebacker
Yeah,
blocked.
that's out of control,
That
man.
was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He hits White. Complete.
Hey, that's a first down.
And he's going to have the first
By
down
James
yardage
White.
as he's down at about
Fucking
the
A, man.
40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't.
I will
gotten the
say, in
first
trials,
down there.
James White
But
was
since they did,
revelationary
I guess the
for
point is
you.
moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that
I don't
middle
get it.
ground field goal
I don't get it
range.
either.
Punt, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
Like, it makes sense on 3rd and 6 when you're probably passing, but the other
Yeah.
times don't make sense.
Not at all.
That time doesn't make sense
Prescott
because of the
gonna
other
come
times
up
happening.
1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6
Yes.
now throwing the ball on this drive.
5 for 6 throwing the ball, all to James White. Oh, and Travis Kelce.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
Oh my God, Prescott, do it.
He goes underneath to Freeman.
Devontae!
Can tackle and able to work this down near
Devonta.
the 23. Now before the
Is
second
it?
down
I thought you
play,
pronounced it
we'll
Devontae
get
even though it's an
and
A
a timeout.
at the end.
As they get the stoppage with a
Yeah,
little
that
over
would've been
50
solid.
seconds to go
I'm not sure.
in the
Devontae,
first half.
Devonta. No, I think you're right. I think it's Devonta Freeman. I'm not sure.
And we are
Either
back
way,
here.
he was
Ready
on
to
as
go
a fatigue
alongside
sub
Charles
and
Davis.
caught a
The
pass.
offense takes a timeout.
Are you sure it was a
And now we're
fatigue
set
sub?
to get going.
Or are you just assuming?
He's not first of the depth chart in any of the 3 categories. It's got to be a fatigue sub.
Alright.
I think he's second on the depth chart in all 3 categories, actually.
6
He's
yards was
the
the
breather
pickup
guy.
on
The super
last
sub. The
completion,
breather,
so
yeah.
here's
The breather
2nd and
back.
4.
Not like the satellite back. He's the breather back.
They'll throw again. Prescott. The tight end Kelce has it.
Kelce was very open on that play.
And now we won't see a
Yes.
play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Antonio Brown, 0 targets.
Hey, man, just work the middle of the field.
So
That's
the
like,
offense
what,
takes the
40% of the
timeout,
field?
and they
You
are
can use
back
all
out
that.
and ready to rock.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to remember the measurements. It actually might be a third of the field.
53 yards wide. I don't remember what the hashes are.
The hashes are... Ah, fuck. I don't remember, man. I think it's
I know they're
12,
different.
12, 12 in college, step-wise. That can't be right, though.
It's different in college and
Yeah,
NFL.
yeah. It's... Yeah.
Narrower.
Narrower
the
in
hashes
NFL.
in college.
Yeah.
They have a first
No,
and 10
narrower
at
in
the
NFL.
13-yard line.
True. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
The red zone now. Prescott.
James White. Oh. Oh, whoa!
12 more yards
Who's that?
there and another first
Is that
down.
Tyler Lockett?
Yes.
That's not 20. That's not 87.
I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some
He has to
credit.
make a diving-ass
I know
catch, too.
better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Lockett's also one of your very firmly keepers, right?
Yeah, I'm probably keeping.
Okay. He was, like, decent value, but, like, it's
A
definitely
chance now
ascended
to
since
get
then.
even before the break as they come
Yeah.
up first
I mean,
and
he's
goal.
a 6th-round keeper, and I think.
Okay.
ADP was
Which,
somewhere
yeah,
in-
with our format, that's gonna be
He'll
worth it.
try and punch it.
Normally it was like.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here.
Oh.
Back to the 2. And
Yeah, like
for
without
the second down play, we'll
keepers,
whistle
with
a
like in
signal
a
ahead of
pure
timeout.
redraft, I feel like he's
As
like
it'll
what,
come with
5th
15
round,
seconds to play
He's
in
like
the
late
first
4th, early
half.
5th.
late 4th, early 5th, yeah. And then with keepers, he'll jump to like 3rd. So yeah, that's worth it.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
15 seconds.
No timeouts, but as long as you don't run plays, you should be fine.
Oh my God, they're gonna run it, knock it in, and then
No, it's gonna be
Man
a
in the
pass to James
backfield,
White.
that's Gordon, second
Oh
and
shit, it's
goal.
Melvin Gordon on the field. You're fucked.
power time.
No, Derrick Henry is power time.
Prescott now.
There you go. B. Cooks.
In the end zone,
Boy.
touchdown, Minnesota.
Boy.
Brandon Cooks, as the first half
All
is
right.
winding down.
All tied up going into
And the
half.
Vikings are
Assuming-
a point away
assuming
from
you got a
tying
real
this
ass
thing
kicker.
up.
It's
And a little
Arky.
time left on the clock, so on
Ooh.
the other side, they're thinking
Barely
we have to
better
get that
than
lead
Zach
right
Hawker.
Yeah, thanks for pointing
Oh my
that
God,
out
that should have been
earlier. Go ahead and
deflected.
tapping out the first half. There's
look
still
at that.
time. They'll make a decision about what they want
Yeah, we
to do on
take
the
those.
kickoff, where they want to let
Points on the
return
board.
guy touch it.
Jack, get it together. But we take those.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point.
Hey,
And
he
that is
missed
gonna
the
tie
uprights.
game
That's
as
a
we approach
point.
halftime.
Boys.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So we're right back where we started, all even
I
as the
do like
kicks
Parkey.
away.
Mainly because you just kept
This is
Parkey all
fielded at the
season.
goal line.
Does your
And
thing
he'll
not
get
say
it up to about
Parkey?
The 26-yard line just across the 25.
I'm looking at the right thing on ESPN.
Hold up.
Hey, you made a boo-boo.
Did I? Because I took the rosters at the end of week 16.
Likely time for one
Yeah, that's
final
what I was
snap
looking
as
at
they
my,
start
like,
out
week
first
16
and
scoreboard.
10.
Then how the fuck do you get Parkey?
It's White. I don't know.
They start the drive on the ground.
Had Mason
Kamara,
Crosby.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout.
God damn it. I can't click on scoreboard for 2018.
Why not?
It keeps redirecting me to like 2019. It's like, you're on the wrong year. It's like, no, I did this on purpose.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And
That's
that
really weird.
is incomplete. So thanks to the late
like
touchdown, it's a
that's the
tie
only
game
person that's
here
wrong.
heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan
Christ, that says Mason
Coachman at our
Crosby.
EA Sports halftime
I mean,
report. Coach.
yeah, I can fix it, but like, I will say, I
We
don't
thought
think
this one would be a close
that
battle
Parkey
coming
has
in,
fucked
and we
you.
have not been disappointed.
Yeah.
But they are all even to this point.
But if he
So
does-
let's see
But if
either
he
side
does,
pull
you got
away.
that card.
Let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the
I
start
don't
of the
think
second half.
anyone I lose to would be sympathetic.
No, probably not. But what the fuck? Like, did you switch him in week 16, like right before play?
Not that I could tell.
All right,
'Cause you had
Coach,
Parkey most of
thank
the
you, and
season.
We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Maybe.
Man, shit's weird.
Week 15, I had Mike Badgley. Don't know.
What the shit? Sit there, Zimmer. Think about what you did. Well, shit, man. I don't know. I'll swap you Crosby right after this. You definitely had Parkey at one point in the season for a while.
Yeah, I had Parkey from October 24th until December 12th.
God damn it. Well, now I feel bad.
I mean, it can't be that much of a difference.
No, it can't. Because there haven't been any blown kicks. If there was a blown kick, then yeah, there would be a difference. But
Now it's Patterson.
there haven't been. So we got to hope for no blown kicks, one. And two, we'll put Crosby there and not think about it again.
I mean, I should have checked my roster.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
I mean, it feels
They have a
bad
chance to
because of
break
my
our tie
fucking,
here
I
as
don't
we get
know.
a look at the first drive of
That,
quarter
like, that's a
three.
hit to my reputation
And
too,
it's such a
right?
tone
If I fucking that
setter,
up.
isn't it? Because both sides
Yeah, we're gonna
try
have to
seize momentum.
reevaluate
You
your
have to
contract after this
reevaluate me
year.
running this shit.
Dialed up. That'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield.
Let's find
God
out what they
damn
have
it.
dialed up.
God damn it.
Parkey is a 74, Crosby is a 78.
Ooh, that's 4-hole overall. Which actually might make a difference. 78 is the difference between... that puts you from the Parkey territory to the Fairburn-Myers territory. And Will Lutz as well.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic.
Yeah,
But that also
it'll
doesn't mean you
fast.
just do it the same
Still
way
a bottom
you've been
four
doing it
kicker
entire
in the
ball
in the
game.
tournament,
Maybe change
but
up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence
Important
of
to
the
get it
running
right.
game.
Of course.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And down he goes.
Well, I guess now
just
I'm extra
beyond the
rooting for you,
35,
just
and that
for my
pretty
own-
move got him some extra
my
space
own
to
personal
run.
interest.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Running lanes were at a
Fuck.
premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got a man. It's
Nice over.
designated Howard complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Watson on first down. And the tip there altered the
I don't know how I didn't notice
flight,
that
and
till
it
now
falls
either.
incomplete. It'll be second down.
I mean, I feel
So,
worse that I
Charles,
fucked
tie
up.
game here.
Like,
What are your keys
This was a
as we
kicker,
play the second half?
yeah, true.
People think it's always trite when
Because
you say
I
the same things
seriously,
over
like,
and over, but they're
week
trying
16, I
truly
went
to
through
get
everyone and, like,
who's gonna
looked
block
down the
better, who's gonna
line and
tackle
broke
better.
down the
In this
names.
case, to me, it's turnovers.
It's
You
like
gotta
weird because
take
it
care
wasn't
of
like
the
you were
ball
looking at the
in
wrong
order to win the
team.
game.
He was a free agent.
Yeah, maybe I just, like, assumed because I had, like,
On
done
second and
Sims
10, Watson.
during the season against your team a couple times.
This is caught. It's
And I was like,
Greg
oh, he's still got Parky.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to
I don't
the
know. I don't have a good
45.
reason for
6
this.
yards is the pickup, and that'll lead
Life
to a
works in
third
mysterious
down.
ways.
Not a big window to
Yeah,
throw.
yeah,
Coverage
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well.
Please
but
win so this
somehow
isn't
able to
weird.
muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Ravens on third down.
It's okay about
They're
lose,
good,
as
3
long as
for
it's
4
not
thus far.
kicking
This is 3rd and 4.
affiliated.
To the air yet again, Watson, and that is incomplete.
There we go.
Yeah, true. Just don't lose by kicking. You can lose regularly. That's fine.
This one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Save as min Adam.ping.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our
Yo,
offense.
that's a
we
fucking
can
punt,
roll.
though.
And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And now running right through it. And he gets this
Look at that. You put Melvin Gordon in the game, you get fucking 10 yards.
Some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Sometimes you get just a little
Wait,
over-eager
that punt was
defensively when you've got people
touchback?
backed up because
No,
the
it was a
mentality is to
2-yarder.
attack,
2-yard line.
take the
Oh
ball
man, I was
away,
like,
or worse,
I was
just
gonna
give
say
them
something
one
before I
play
left
on
about the
offense.
punter
They actually
being
used
way
their
too pumped up
aggressiveness
about
against them on that one and hit 'em big.
touchback.
Absolutely had him
Turns
pinned
out
to
he was
two.
pumped up for a
Not
reason.
anymore.
And then Melvin Gordon got 10 yards. No big deal.
Yeah.
So still backed up.
Wasn't
but the
James White.
situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short
There's James
pickup
White.
there across the 15 to the
There's
16.
your boy.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. James
What
White,
the
the man he
fuck
was
was
looking
that?
for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like
I think I missed that
Here's
whole
Matt
drive.
Lyle now, as he's on to punt
It
for
was ugly.
Baltimore.
It looks like it was
It's
by way
taken
of
to
punting right
26.
now. Oh my god, Cordero. Is it the time?
No,
No, that's not
An
it.
excellent return that time. 26
it was 3rd and 8.
And the
And
Ravens
they did like
set
a
well to begin their
3-yard
drive
out
as
to
they begin
Antonio
enemy
Brown.
territory.
Oh, Antonio got a reception.
Yeah, but he had to, like, tap his toes in.
Oh, it was one of those where it's like, okay, that's what you want on 3rd and
We got
8.
fucking 4 yards on it.
A
Way to
toe
go,
tapper, 3 4-yard reception. Boy.
And the Ravens taking the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change
the image automatically updated when I overwrote the source image. It says K Crosby 78.
What's that? You're updating my roster?
Yeah, I'm updating it on the image before I update it in the game. Greg Olsen is out of the game. Alert, alert.
G-Reg has broken his 3rd leg.
OJ Howard time. Everybody stay calm.
They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, now I'm officially rooting for Parkey at every given opportunity. In a weird twist of fate, I am now Team Parkey.
Team Parkey.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally.
Looked like he like accidentally hit like a tree root and just fucking face planted.
Face planted.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have
Whoop.
learned
Oh, there we go.
offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction.
Neutral zone infraction. That's got to be a first down. For the Baltimore boys.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Yeah.
Automatic first down.
This game's pretty close. Neither of you seem to be able to do anything.
Well, we both have very good defenses.
And mediocre quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks who were playing like dog shit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs.
Even though I don't agree with that in principle, I just only agree with it in Madden ratings.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And a good run as he manages 7 yards.
Strong first down rush.
Damn. I feel like Kamara isn't supposed to be able to be pushing people around like that.
Only if he has momentum, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think he's supposed to be able to do that.
It's pretty small, right?
He's like, I don't know. He was definitely like a satellite back when he came in, but it seems like he can actually be a bell cow if he wants to be. It's hard to say.
In my mind, he just get blown out by linebackers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Well, first down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara.
Oh, untouched.
Into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are in for 6.
Still got a full quarter to work with.
Job up front, really just just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Good. It's probably needed with the way offense getting plays going.
End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. 5 plays there on that drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
All right, Dak, I'm going to have to ask you to use Antonio Brown here. Maybe a little more Travis Kelce and a little bit less James White.
Hey, can we injure James White, please?
So we can get Devonta Freeman out there.
Change it up a little bit.
Yeah, switch it up. Oh, is that James White on the field?
He's got a star.
I think James White gets a star for some dumbass reason.
He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Oh my God.
You know, despite the score,
No!
Hit
him in the knee. Yeah.
Was
I supposed to catch that ball? Oh, sorry, coach.
The spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 30.
Set up that blocking for James White.
Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
4 receptions, 15 yards, 6 carries, also 15 yards.
Man, it's just like, if that screen pass was like Melvin Gordon, he might have just like trucked into him and ran for a touchdown.
Exactly. Yeah, he totally could have. I mean, independent of the outcome of this match, I can put Melvin Gordon as your receiving back if you want.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, that is confirmed. Y'all heard it. Melvin Gordon just got trucked. I was like, I have to edit your roster next anyway, so.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
I want to say Melvin Gordon was not a strong downgrade from White from a overall receiving back perspective.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth.
Good.
So starting the fourth quarter with a 4th and 2, I feel like you probably are going to punt because that's how AI works.
Here's Matt Wild now.
Yep.
He's been terrific so far.
All 3 timeouts. That's important. Ooh, get that stop. Shit.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. So at the start of this game, it
it's not
like the defense
Parkey.
was wearing him down a little bit. Now you look at the numbers. That's
They're probably hanging out together. And Parker's just running off on him.
He's poisoned the well.
Yeah.
All
All special teams bad because the kicker.
All special that ends special.
Get as many guys as you can, but if you leave one free, the great runner will either make him miss or go through him. So don't worry about that. You don't have to be so precise. Just go ahead, block some people, try and create some room, and allow him to go to work.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And nothing doing.
Nice.
He's
The Ravens might be in run-only mode.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
Not that great.
Brandon Pace comes in
Kamara
now
has just
because they've got the advantage. They've got the
running at will.
But they've got to be very careful.
Yeah,
about what
he's had a few
speed
really
they're
good
going
ones.
to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley,
I mean,
used to say,
Sitters
"Don't go
did build a
prestissimo
team to be
when you
really
wanna
fucking
go
good."
largo." And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice
I want that
Oh
team.
no. Okay. You're good, you're good. Third and 2-ish.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Look, I haven't seen any of David Johnson.
straight ahead positive
Yeah,
gain,
because he's
keep that clock ticking.
not used.
Oh,
Right? Right? Yeah. So he's got Kamara in all three phases, and David Johnson's literally just the second kick returner.
But why is he not higher then? What the fuck?
That's a good question. Mr. Turf Tape over here.
Here's Kamara.
Stuff him. There it is.
And he's going to be taken
4th and
down
3.
at the line.
There we go.
Call it no gain there, and
Still
it leads
lots
to
of
a
time.
fourth
Y'all
down.
get a chance. Didn't have to burn any timeouts.
As usual, the hallmark
You're
of a
good to
run
go.
defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become
Right.
too familiar.
Mr. Bad Helmet needs to do some shit here.
Just wound up going nowhere.
Yeah, come on, big feet.
Pass it to big feet, circumcised feet. Bad helmet, big chest, big checks. That guy.
He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing the out route
Oh my God, it's your boy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
Dak has
line.
not crossed 100 yards
Yardage
passing
on the
yet.
first play of the drive,
That
give him
99.
14.
That was 99. And then Antonio held up the glove that said 99 on it.
No, I think he was saying I need a breather. And they raised the ringing sideline.
I don't know. I think he was saying 99.
Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half.
5
and
straight
10.
completions by Prescott, huh?
Prescott to throw it.
In the zone. Oh my God.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's
Lockett looks so
communicating really well,
defeated.
and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know
He's
that
like,
when
I can't
receivers
deal
in
with
one
this fucking
spot,
guy.
Can't deal
this
with
person
any of
may
it.
have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Oh, this is it.
On 2nd down,
This is
Prescott
it.
again.
Oh my God, Dak.
This is Gordon.
No, don't go out of bounds.
Brother. Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him
You
7
had the
on
set, you
play,
had the
and that's
blocking.
gonna bring up a
You
third
just had to
down.
not step out of
I know
bounds.
most of the time when the ball's in the air,
Oh.
you're thinking wide receiver,
That
tight
part-
end, but running backs, they can
Like
be a big
momentum
part any
of
passing
people
offense
running in
nowadays.
Madden.
The Vikings
They
on
act so
3rd
dumb and they're
down.
like, oh,
They've
Yeah,
converted
because
one
you
out
know
of
in real
bounds.
life they're more
Thus
aware.
far. This time it's 3rd
Yeah.
and 3.
Like you know. All right, we got some fucking.
Now a handoff.
That's a
This is
run?
Gordon.
You had
No
4
gain
wide
there
receivers on the
play,
field.
and that's
Oh,
gonna leave
no.
them with a 4th down.
Don't punt. Don't punt. They're gonna punt.
And this defense continues to give them
They're gonna
fits.
punt,
just can't
and they
get
shouldn't
really
punt,
anything
but they're
going
gonna
on the
punt.
ground, can they?
I love the thing that
No.
you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example.
Why was that a
of it there.
run? That shouldn't have been a run.
Why wasn't that guy blocked?
That too.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he's
Ugh.
on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
14
Here comes the
yards,
Raven
not
offense
terrible.
now, ready for another possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't
What
it?
I miss?
Tough,
Kamara go off again?
gritty run.
No, just we'll run up the middle for an easy 70 yards.
Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters,
Okay, no timeouts yet. So if y'all can make some stops here, then you're in good spot. If you don't, it's trouble.
Again, it's Kamara. And now he'll go at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but
I feel like that's the last first down you can let up to still have a chance.
They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time.
I don't think the Ravens O-line is just
I
good.
don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time.
You mean
off
the Texans O-line?
and run 3 to 4
Yeah,
and really
those
put
guys.
you in a stressful spot.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be that good, honestly. They're supposed to be pretty mediocre.
Keep getting blown off the ball.
Run. This is Kamara.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Kamara got murdered on that one. 21 rushes. How have there been 21 rushes in a 7-minute quarter game?
They're only rushing it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you're
That's why this
exactly
game is
right,
just
but the
zooming.
problem for them is
Yeah.
still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll
Why
have to
would
find a
they
way to
call
throw
timeout?
effectively as well.
Waiting for that free one.
Another run here on 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running with Kamara. And an alley to run.
That's
And
trouble.
now right out of the 2-minute break.
Well, how's that hold that fucking
Used
good?
defensively.
That should not be
1
that
minute
big.
56 to go.
No.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
And then Dak needs to be a fucking hero.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Kamara. And not much
Okay,
doing. He'll
that's
get
two.
this only
That's
up
two
to about
stops.
the 36. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he will
Oh, no.
lose yardage
Is that a
back
face
to
mask?
the 34-yard line.
Oh, don't be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
That's bullshit.
Linval Joseph,
Wow, a
what you
personal
doing?
foul at this stage in the fourth.
That's literally the game right
Really
there.
hard to believe, and now that
Yeah,
glow
bro.
and hope that you had
Jesus
begins
Christ,
to
dude.
flicker out, doesn't
I
it?
feel bad about that one.
That's stupid.
But at least Perky didn't fuck it up for you.
I guess.
Trying to clear my own conscience. I can't help with yours.
Yeah.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him
Fucking
down
legs.
here at about
What is that hole?
That is out of
Carry
control.
that time, and
27,
with a
there's 26
second and
rushes, 100 yards, 1
I have to
touchdown.
chuckle to myself a little
That doesn't
bit, Brandon,
happen in
because
these
right
days.
now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a
Where do you think
timeout.
it's cheating?
Run
Yeah,
up the
that's fine.
football. You've got control of this thing.
Where's the
Get him
offensive
behind
line?
us
I
and let's
can't see
go.
the
Their
offensive
time to
line.
shine. Another
The Vikings
yard
are
would
supposed to have a
probably
good
put this
defensive
thing in the
line.
books. It's 2nd and
What are they
1.
doing?
Look at all the stars up front. Getting kicked out.
There's a few of them.
And they'll go
Getting
ground
got.
game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take
He's
any
the one who
sort
did
of
the
a
face
chance.
mask
We've
to
seen
play
it
before.
happen in the game of football.
Well
Doesn't
aware.
matter whether you watch
Yeah.
high school, college, or the NFL.
Linval Joseph,
Some
commander
people
of the
get a
line.
little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can
Dude, that's
backfire
rough.
on them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
On the plus side, your next match is effectively
The
for DeAndre
Ravens
Hopkins,
taking
which is
knee
not a
with
bad
victory seemingly
consolation.
in hand here.
Because by my calculations, it is Saquon, CMC, DeAndre, Julio as the top 4. So if you land in the top 4, which I
Here's
assume you
Sam
will,
Cook now.
you
As
get
they're
one of
running
those.
away
If
for
you
the
win
4th
next
time
match, that
today.
means X out Julio, you get one of the top 3.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe Sidrees
Going
might.
into the final play of this
Go
game,
for something else.
they knew
He
that
might.
they needed some type of a miracle
Yeah,
there
2
at
solid
the
running
very
backs
end.
already.
They
Sure
couldn't
does.
get it done.
Maybe he'll
However,
take
we were
DeAndre.
treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't
Maybe
finish
just
it
got to
off,
beat
you're
loser
exactly
me and
right.
Preston.
They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it
Yeah.
happen? Possibly.
Prescott, you piece
Even
of
though we
shit.
both knew it was a long shot.
Let this be a lesson to you going into the end of the season with a bad quarterback.
Man, I feel like it wasn't that bad. It was just like play calling, or like who decided. He decided.
Yeah, it was literally just Madden unluck. That shit'll fuck you. Yeah, I don't know, man. That was weird. Like, your
So
team's
that'll
been
do it
solid
for
this whole
us. For
tournament, and then
Charles
just
Davis
decided
and
not
all
to
our
show
crew,
up.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been
Yes,
watching the NFL
Oh, well.
on EA
Well,
Sports.
Congrats to Joe.
The
You are
Ravens
now
are
in the
victorious
championship.
here
You get
as
one
we
of
say
the top
so
2
long from
options
Baltimore.
at draft pick position, which might mean one of the top 2 draft choices. Let's head to the bracket. So that sees Joe move on to the finals. Joe, the first person from the quarterfinals with a bye to qualify for the semifinals is now also the first person from that group to qualify for the finals. So, groundbreaking here. Meanwhile, Adam drops to the third place match to play in the thirdles? I don't know what you call that. Third place match. Third place match. Our next match, Preston versus Andy, will determine who plays against Joe and who plays against Adam, respectively.